What's popping, y'all? What's popping? Tap in, tap in. We are live. We are live. Welcome to Beast Talk. We are here to speak the truth. All right. I'm Maury Speaks, aka Speaks the Beast. Today I got my cuz with me, Rez Wolf. Shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. Y'all tap in. Make sure you share this with your family and friends because we don't want to be successful by ourselves. We're gonna touch on some topics today. At any moment, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. If it's something you want to talk about, put it in the chat. At any moment, you can join this panel. This is an open panel. This is not an echo chamber, right? So you join the panel, give your 2 cents on whatever the comment is, whatever the topic is. Again, we're going to disagree with each other at times. Y'all can disagree at times. This ain't an echo chamber. Don't get in your feelings. We just here to speak the truth. Rez, what it do? What it do? What you got? What you got going on today, man? You there? Oh, Rez done froze up. You might have to come back in. But today, we're going to touch on a few topics. We might open up with the whole Cam Newton situation. I noticed a lot of people talking about today. A lot of people talking about Cam Newton. He's in a similar situation as Nick Cannon, right? He's in a similar situation. Now, Cam Newton, I believe he has 6 or 7 children. I don't think all of them are his biological children, but he's saying that I believe he wants to get married and have more children, and a lot of people seem to have a problem with that. He was interviewed by a lady, and I didn't fully watch the interview, but right, yeah, I see you, Teron. Yeah, them ain't all his kids. Yeah, I ain't think so. Yeah, he just said that he was with a woman. He had kids with her, and she had other kids, and he called all of the kids his kids, right? But yeah, we're going to touch on that. What do you guys think about that? Although some of these athletes and celebrities have the money to take care of all these children, should they be, having kids? And what the lady said in the interview was he was creating broken households, right? Right. Yeah, he did. He did get a stripper pregnant, and we don't condone that. Right. You can't do nothing like that, right? You can't do that. But yes, so he got the stripper pregnant and he had kids by other women. But he decided to take those women on, take those kids on. And now he's saying he wants to have more kids. So, and he wants to get married. So shout out to Cam for wanting to get married. But guys like Cam and Nick Cannon, they are creating broken households. I can't go for that. It is what it is, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I heard that Nick Cannon, I heard all the mothers of his children live on the same street. Now, I don't know how true that is, right? I don't know how true that is, but they say they all stay on the same street, right? So if that's the case, then maybe he taking care of business. Maybe he taking care of business. And that be the case, who am I to knocking for his lifestyle? There go Rez right there. What's good? What's good, man? We speaking on that Cam Newton and Nick Cannon situation.
Yeah,
So we just talking about in general how these guys are creating broken households, as they say. What you got on that?
it's a fact, man. They don't even have to. They don't even have to reach his status to do that.
Right,
but but it's the truth. Like this. I don't know if it's an ego thing or what. Like
right,
it's crazy. It's kind of. It seemed more like a mental illness than anything.
right, right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
I
Because
agree.
like you said, it ain't even like they trying to have a bunch of kids under one roof and just be present with all of them and raise them and guide them and you know some solid adults. They like just saying I got X amount of kids and I take care of all of them. Like, yeah, but
Right.
how personal is that? Is that from a, you know, income standpoint, or you can say that's my dad or whatever, but that don't hold no weight when it come to like, man, we already got enough mental health issues. You
Right.
gonna raise some messed up kids. They ain't gonna know they ain't gonna know left from right.
I ain't gonna know left from right. So with that being said, Teron come in. He say Mariah is not going for that, right? She got more money than him, which may well, I don't know. I can't even comment on it. I had to do my research. Fox will come in. Welcome to the show. What's going on? She say Mariah not going for that BS, and that's a fact, right? She probably ain't going for it. I got to research that part too. I don't know enough about what Mariah got going on. I ain't seen Mariah on TV in a minute. I ain't seen nothing about Mariah in a minute.
That's when you know
Growing
you
up,
content.
huh?
That's when you
Go
know
ahead.
you content with your money too and your success. You
Right,
ain't got to be in the public eye a lot. And she, even though they're not together no more, they gonna still associate with her with him. And
right,
knowing that trying to probably get what her take is on it, it ain't practical. She know it ain't practical. You know,
right,
if you weak, if you one of them weak females or something, and you like, you know what, this is a come up. That's a whole nother story because you ain't you thinking about you thinking about the pockets perspective. You ain't even thinking about the kid at that point.
right. And growing up, Mariah was, my favorite singer. That's part of the reason I named my daughter Mariah. But yeah, I don't agree with everything he got going on. But I do remember that he had I don't know if you remember this, but he had a health scare. And when he had that health scare, talking about Nick Cannon, he said he wanted to, spread his seed and have as many kids as possible. So what do you say to that? He had a health scare. He thought his life was going to be over soon. So he started spreading his seed. What you got on that?
Probably it's but I mean what he got? Lupus? He got lupus,
I,
right?
I think
He
that,
ain't
yeah, I
the
think,
only he ain't the only person in the world got lupus. And then
okay.
too, you never know. He might know something that we don't know in the medical background wise. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right,
So
right,
it could be so many angles of that. Or he could be that could be his explanation, but it really it let's you grow on a farm or some shit and you want your whole family to be self sufficient and
right.
you building this child up to be a successful, well rounded, 2-parent home kid, you know, that ain't it's stupid.
That,
That's all I'm
that
gonna
ain't
say.
the way. Right.
That's just stupid.
All right, let me hear some of these comments. Fox Bill come in saying her mom and sister just passed away on the same day.
On the
That's
same
insane.
day. That is wild.
Prayers to all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know that's a killer right there.
That's
Teron say she's worth 340 mil. Nick worth 50 mil. Okay, yeah, you win. Yeah, you win. I know she was booking it
okay,
like that,
Teron.
boy. He killing it. Boy,
Yeah,
I ain't know she
yeah.
was doing it like that. Father say he might be spreading that same disease. I hope not.
Hmm. Nah,
I
they
hope.
can't. I don't think you could. I don't think you can
uh,
spread that though.
oh, okay.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's. I don't think it's
That I
nothing like
know of.
that.
Okay. Yeah, cuz I ain't gonna let you get away with that one.
Hmm.
Teron say they say he really don't have lupus. It's really a STD he got. Oh man, you think that's true?
Oh, ooh, whoa!
Oh man, we
I'm,
we
I'm, I'm gonna have to look it up. But why? Why? First of all, first of all, first of all, why Teron? What you trying to do? A class, a school reunion or something? God,
yeah.
no.
It said STD. And she mean, so
STD.
yeah, she's talking Fox Bull. She's talking about genetically. So she's saying that's not a disease that was spread like similar to an STD, but she's saying like
You
it's a
talking like
trait, like a genetic
yeah,
trait
like a,
that you can
yeah, I
pass
get
through
that.
to the kids or whatever. So there could be some truth in that. Shout out to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
good
that's a good
observation.
point. That's a
You
good
know.
point.
Yeah. So in these guys' defense, what do you think they're saying on the other side? So on our side, and most people's side, we can clearly say like, okay, they're creating broken households. So what is a argument that they can create on the other side for these athletes and celebrities? Is it more the money thing? We can support them. We can provide this. We can provide that. What's your
That's not.
thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that? Go ahead.
That's how they looking at it. But
Okay.
then again, that's why we got so many syrup babies right now. Can't think
Okay.
straight. Ain't got no morals. Like false sense of reality, thinking everything is a movie,
Right.
thinking they can reenact everything that they see. Um, look at us now, man. Like people kill people without
Yeah.
even thinking twice about it.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on, because like, back in the day, right, when kids was growing up, daddy worked all day or daddy went away and mom was the nurture and all that good stuff. What's your thoughts on households as to where maybe daddy ain't in the household, but he making sure everybody got everything they need? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that in this day and age, like, don't get me wrong, of course you want both parents in the household at all times,
Mm-hmm.
but how do you feel about situations where daddy out there getting it? You know what I'm saying? And he gonna make sure everybody good, and maybe daddy ain't. Maybe they don't. Maybe you don't need to see daddy all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to keep it 100. Not for special situations. Of course, we know exceptions, right? For example, you could be an exception, but what do you think? What's your take on that, bro?
Yeah, my situation is a little bit different, but as far as like what I've noticed, I mean, from the average guy all the way up to the high profile ones, even with kids from young to grown, they have those regrets.
Okay.
I wish I spent more time. You know, I know I did all this and that, but I wish I spent more time with them doing this. I wish I didn't miss that basketball championship. I wish I didn't miss her dance recital.
Okay.
I wasn't there for. Sometimes it goes as far as my first grandchild. You
Okay.
know, then the kids go from the kids angle. A lot of times it's the same thing, but from the other angle. Like I wish he was there for this and that and that. I understand, but sometimes it was too much, and it still bothers me.
Okay.
Because after that, that's time. You need time more valuable than money. So
Right. 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 Right.
that's
Yeah.
where the issues come in. I mean, I had worked third shift for years,
Okay.
and not only does it have you kind of out of it, you ain't home with your kids at night
Right.
and your spouse, or if you with somebody, you ain't. They want that security. Even though they sleep, they want that. They want that presence. You know,
Right.
so that's a lot to think about.
Right. So in other words, you're saying that time is way more valuable than the money, and I
Time is
definitely understand that. I understand that. I definitely think that the fathers need to be around. Now, how much they need to be around, they do studies on some of those, or on a lot of those things, and even in other countries, uh, father out getting it. So it's really a tough one, because I think the
Mhm.
truth of the matter is this: kids probably gonna be good. Let's just keep it 100. Some kids don't have a father at all. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
Let alone have one who may be in and out, and he out there
right.
making sure he providing all the resources and things of that nature. And he ain't in there sleep. Y'all ain't sleeping under the same roof every night. But we know a lot of situations where dad getting them, he got his days, mom got her
hmm
days, and those situations work out just fine. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
there's there's ways around it, and they don't forget those moments either.
Right,
Him off and he pushing them on the swing, taking
right,
them to their favorite ice cream place.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Uh-huh.
Kids care more about memories than anything. Like that's
Right,
just how it goes. Like my memories, my memories in Golan Apartments wasn't that it was the ghetto. It was my memories was that you remember when you fell off that bike. You know what I mean?
right,
Like
right,
it's not the same. It's not the same as how the parents look at it. We get older, we don't realize we was poor until we get older.
right,
You're like, damn, oh, we lived there.
right,
We did this. Oh,
right.
we had to wait for this.
Uh-huh.
So like,
Yeah,
yeah, we care more about memories than the stuff that adults be thinking about. So
right.
those
So,
those those times, like you saying that they are um, present,
Right.
Those little rides to little certain places or them little secret handshakes they got and all that is it's a big deal.
Right. I see what you're saying. Right. All right. Let me address this comment. Foxwood come in saying the women are also being selfish because they only looking at the monetary gain, not the way the child going feels.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's no way he can spend equal time with all them and work. That is correct. That is
True.
correct. You know,
True.
they thinking about the monetary gain. That's 100% a fact. Those women want to be well off. Those women do not want to have to work, and that's the mentality of a lot of women who go after those types of guys. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it straight. It don't even have to necessarily be a woman who going after celebrity or athlete. There are a lot of women out here who want to have a man's baby who makes a extensive amount of money, right? And they want to be able to chill out and lay up. Now, I understand the whole concept of a woman wanting to be taken care of. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I don't want my wife to have to work. You know what I mean? Let me just keep it 100. If it was up to me, my wife wouldn't be working at all. You know, so I get that. You know, I think a woman is at her best when she doesn't have to work several hours a day, do this, do that, take care of it. Nah, I think a woman's at her best when she can do the essential things and they don't have to all be around the house, but maybe she's got a little hobby. Maybe she got this, maybe she got that. But I don't believe a woman can perform at her best in general, but more so as a wife. I'm talking more as a wife. When she's got to work 40 plus hours a week and then have all this other stuff to do. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So I get the mindset of a woman and the psyche of a woman, but the way those women are going about doing things, I don't necessarily agree with because I don't agree with you just having a child just so you can be taken care of, right? So
Yeah,
let
and
me break it down.
the big deal on that too is the kids what's being instilled into the kid's brain
Right,
during the process, and that's from the mom, the school, the support system, maybe the grandparents, the dad, all of them. Because
right,
we could talk about if they can afford to go to Chick-fil-A and McDonald's all day.
right,
But
right,
what's gonna matter is if they gonna mentally equip that kid enough to be able to make it through college or change, break that generational curse of poverty and whatever else is going on.
right,
And if you focusing on just, you know, the living situation, sometimes it ain't even so much of the living situations. I just want to live on this side of town. Or
right,
I just want to live in this. It's not that where I'm living at is bad. I just want to live here. And if you ain't careful with that, you start overextending, which means you got to work even more, which means you got to spend even less time with your kids. And at that point, it don't even matter.
right,
So
right,
you got to be careful with shit like that. You got to be careful.
right. Teron coming in saying that he remember those Gola days, right? We all spent some time, but y'all think y'all used to live over there. You know what I'm
Huh?
saying? My man Joe coming in from work saying, "Who is this guy?" Yeah, hey, it speaks to me. Say, man, welcome to Beast Talk. Welcome to Beast Talk. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Beast Talk.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so cool. I think any final thoughts on that, or oh, you ready to move on? I think we
A
done.
lot of a lot of that's gonna tie into what we was talking about anyway. So
Okay,
we gonna keep moving.
okay. Let's touch on. We're gonna go ahead and segue to the next topic, right? So boom. So, cuz, what do you
Mhm.
have to say about men? Let's start with the men. Do you know men who tend to go after women who are, let's see, down, uh, maybe their funds low, maybe they're in a bad situation, maybe they need help, maybe they need a load of more guidance than the average woman would need. What do you say about guys who, or do you know any guys who typically go after women who are in a down situation, right? They want to play superhero. They want to save her. Uh, what type of guys are those? Is there anything wrong with those guys? Would you say that's a normal thing to do? What are your thoughts on that?
That sounds like manipulation to me.
Manipulation. Okay.
So if I can help her out while she's down and out, maybe I got a chance of getting that chocolate chip coochie. That's
Oh my.
that's messed
Oh.
up. That's
Oh
messed
man.
up. That's messed up. But
Uh.
that's messed up.
Oh man.
You got to be
You,
careful
you,
with stuff like that.
you say you get to do what? Uh,
Oh Lord, not to say you trying to prey on that chocolate chip coochie, ain't it?
oh man.
That's not right. That's manipulation right there, boy. That's
oh man.
manipulation. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with helping somebody when they down, especially if it's a decent person and all that type
Okay.
of stuff. You see a lot of qualities in that person, and you see them trying to do the best they can, like out in this workforce, because it's hard for everybody. Let's be realistic.
Okay.
And even if you got a cushion, and it's still, if you ain't careful, that thing will disappear quick because it's just the economy is crazy. But as far as like a relationship wise, go like preying on certain people because you see, it's two ways to look at that. Now
Okay.
let me go and add this in here too. Um, like the opposite of that is, should he is he looking for somebody who don't make as much or
Okay.
not really doing good or struggling,
Mm-hmm.
or is he trying to avoid dealing with somebody who makes too much in his eyes? You get what I'm saying? And then what I mean, like,
Yeah, but focus on the women who, let's say, they in a down position. Guys who go after women who down. That's what I
well,
want
I
you to
mean, some
focus
of them
on.
can be avoiding the other end of it. So
Huh?
some of them could be avoiding the other end of it, and they prefer to. Now, I ain't saying that's right, but they prefer to look for somebody who, prey on. Damn, I hate to say this, like you said, prey on somebody
Yeah.
who is down. You know,
Is something wrong with? Is there a underlying issue in those guys? Like maybe they got something underlying with them, so they're like, okay, well, let me go ahead and grab this certain type, or that's not necessarily the case.
a lot of people, a lot of guys go off of desperation.
Okay, I got
They're
you.
like, yeah, I got this. I can dangle this steak in your face, and maybe, maybe you'll respect me more or look up to me more, and maybe I could feel better about myself.
Right, right, right.
Maybe it made me feel more like a solid man because I'm able to go in there with my cape on and have my way.
Okay,
That's wild,
okay.
right?
Yeah. Well, what I'll say is this: to a degree, it is normal for a man to play superhero, right?
Right.
So sometimes they can kind of try to come in and say it's a problem when a man doing all this, but let's just keep it 100. Most men, since we was little boys, we want to be the superhero. So we want to swoop in. We want to let that woman know and reassure her that everything gonna be all right, no matter what she got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, we got to decide on if she in a situation that we don't want to take on. Right. First, that's the first
Mm-hmm.
thing. But once we realize, you know what, I can handle that. That ain't nothing. We good. A guy is gonna want to play superhero, but for the right woman, right? He's gonna want
Right.
to make sure that he is appreciated in doing all the things that he do. So, ladies out there
Mm-hmm.
listening, if there happens to be a guy, and let's just say you are in a situation, you ain't at your best, you down, whatever, whatever. The best thing you can do is show that guy some appreciation and reciprocate the things that he is doing for you. You see what I'm saying? Don't just
Mhm.
let it go unnoticed. Don't just, okay, yeah, whatever. No, you need to reciprocate that, right? And a lot of times people think that a guy will fix you up because it's two type of guys. They say it's a guy who will fix you up and then he'll leave because he likes projects, right? He likes working
Mhm.
on projects, let's just say. But more times than not, you know, a guy is if I fix something up, I'm gonna want to keep it. Just like if
Yep.
I fix up a house, I want to enjoy that house, right?
Hmm.
I want to kick my feet. No, I built this. I don't need to go. I ain't gonna say, nah, I'm gonna just sell it. Now you do got people who do that. I ain't gonna just sell it and keep it moving. You know
See,
what I'm saying?
they go back to saying the ones that's trying to get what they can out of that person and then leave, and they just only doing that stuff temporarily
Oh,
until
I
they get
got
what
you.
they
Yeah.
want out of them, and then they leave. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
But I
right.
agree with
That's a
what you're
fact.
saying though. Like that's the thing. Like, what are their intentions? Are
Right,
their intentions to be like, yeah, she has great qualities. I want to help her out. I want to invest in her. I want to build with her. Then there's the other guy that's like, yeah, I got this money. I know I can get in there now. You know what I mean?
right, right, right,
Get in
right,
and get out. Oh yeah, I help her right now, but when I'm gone, it's a wrap.
right. It's a
And some
done
of them
deal.
might even take the stuff back. Hey, some wild stuff out here. I went together. Hey,
Take it back.
hey, I want.
Oh
Ain't that my
man,
windshield? Hey,
he gonna he ain't
he
gonna
took
take
the
it back.
windshield
Is
wipers off the car, man. Oh, he done took.
oh
Remember that was.
man,
Oh my God, that was my couch. That was my couch. Remember I had it. I got it from
yeah.
Aaron's.
Don't take this stuff back, man. They gonna call you
Oh,
an Indian giver.
you Indian giver.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. My brother come in. He say, we used to have a ball. You're talking about over in Angola. Shout out to
Yep.
you. He say,
Yep.
what's up? What's good? What's good, Jay Speaks? What it do? What
Yes,
it do?
sir.
What it
Yes,
do?
sir.
Now, on the other side of the coin, what do you think about women who go after men who aren't doing that good? Because we know it's a lot. Let's keep it 100. It's a lot of women out there. They don't want that guy that's doing great for whatever reason. For whatever reason, they don't want that guy that's doing great. They want a guy who ain't got it all, right? Maybe he ain't got no place to stay. They want to move him on in. Maybe he ain't got no car. They want to get with him, so they got some control. They got some, or maybe his
I
pocket's flat. He ain't got no job. What do you say? Well, what's up with the women who grab these guys that
I
ain't got it
wouldn't,
all going on? What you say about those women,
man.
brother?
I was married to somebody like that before.
Okay,
Like
okay,
it's a competition when so one person that's somebody that wants to control the narrative and be like yeah that's a see that's a woman that wants to be the hero, wants to be the one. I fixed this, I fixed that. You don't tell me I did this, I did that.
right,
But on the flip side, if the other person's not thinking like that, the other person is like, all right, you you're doing better than me right now. That's motivation for me to
right.
step up.
Uh-huh,
But the minute that you start to step up, or they see you growing, or you start getting to the point where
uh-huh.
you can surpass them,
Right.
or some cases double them. You know.
Oh man,
oh,
you can't let them do that.
so this is what happened. Is oh, I don't know. It's like you
Right.
competing with me. You're like, oh
Right,
my god.
right, right, right.
But really, all it is they want, they want to be able to control the narrative. They want to be they want to wear the pants, all that type of stuff. They like fixing people too.
Right,
They like
right.
fixing guys. So
Does
yes, a
that give
lot
them
of.
a sense of control?
Oh yeah, definitely,
Okay,
definitely.
okay.
They can. So with that, and that's what's crazy. If you ain't careful with that, that can be emasculating. That's mental manipulation. So think about how much control if that guy is really like into that person,
Yeah.
just think about how much control that person has. That means she's gonna control the narrative when it comes to she's gonna control the sex. She's gonna control the sex.
Oh man.
She gonna control the sex.
Yeah.
She gonna emasculate you when convenient. She gonna
Right.
talk down to you. She
Yeah.
gonna say, "You don't tell me." She gonna make it like she gonna make it
Right.
like you ain't valuable on the market.
Right.
Uh, like it's a lot. It's a lot to that. So
Yeah, that's
yeah, but
crazy,
it
man.
turns into it goes from y'all aspiring to be like teammates or whatever to a competition.
A
Once it become a
competition.
competition, it gets bad when that that's bad, yo. But that's all it is. That's
That's what you
control,
don't
yo.
want. Right.
Because it's
That's what.
nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with getting with somebody who makes more than you, a
Right.
woman that makes more than you. But she gotta be a teammate. She can't be trying to step on your toes. She can't be trying to see who penis the biggest and all that type of stuff.
Oh man. Who?
Uh,
Oh man.
talk about like yeah, that's a lot.
Trying to see who the biggest. That's crazy.
You got to be careful with that, boy. Yeah, boy,
Man, that's insane right there. They
that's
trying to do that.
dangerous, boy. That's some dangerous stuff. Who
Yeah,
gonna
man.
who gonna be the big spoon or the small spoon, boy? Oh,
Yeah, that's crazy. Big bro come in, he say, "What's up,
oh,
Ma? What's
snap.
good? What's good?" They say, "Yeah." My bro say they trying to compare the net, control the narrative. That's right.
Yeah, they're trying to control the narrative,
They say
man.
Reyes talk that talk.
You got to be
Yeah, hey,
careful with
that's a
that.
fact, man. And a lot of them do it for control, man. A
Mhm.
lot of them want to run that, man. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want this. They want that. But the truth of the matter is this: most women who get with guys like that, they end up losing desire for him, and that relationship or that marriage ends up crashing. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying? Because it's not in a woman's nature to want a man who is less than them. It's not in a woman's nature to want a man who is less than them. So usually those relationships and those marriages end up crashing when the guy ain't doing so good, but the woman she got the house, she got the car, and he ain't got nothing, and she making the money. He ain't got no job, or he got a job, but he ain't really making no money like that. Those situations
But he
tend to
got
fail, right?
he got to be ambitious, and he
Right.
got to he got to be able to advance, and she got to
Yeah.
be able to see it at the same time. And
Yeah.
but ultimately, like you said, man, it can't be no. It's one thing if y'all run into some hard times and all that type of stuff, and
Right. 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 Right.
he the income fluctuate or something. But
Right.
as far as them thinking they can have like a build a boo or whatever,
Right.
and
Right.
and them look at these shoes I got you and all that. Y'all taking pictures together, but
Right.
it looked like she paying for it looked like he paying for everything.
Yeah.
But
But
she taking
oh,
pictures like
oh man, like he paying for everything, but it really ain't, huh?
it really ain't, man. You boy, God, dog. They
Oh
really
man,
splitting the
that's
taxes
sad.
or whatever.
Right.
He leaning on her back at the cash register and everything.
Cindy, what's good? Yeah, that's oh no, he didn't, man. He didn't say that, did he? You know, that's crazy, ain't it?
Damn, man.
Cindy say
We,
right. She said have some Cindy come and she say have some ambition, teach me something. I know that's right. Hey, them men gotta teach you something.
man,
She
even if
say
he can't
teach each
teach you
other.
nothing, man, because you might be
Hey,
old. She might be older
what's
than
good?
him or
What's
something.
good?
You know? She
Right?
might
Say
be
what
older than
now?
him. She might be older than him. It ain't so much of teaching you something. It's just being a good teammate. Like
Oh, okay.
y'all got to
Okay.
be a good teammates. That's what it come down to. Like
But
y'all,
she
it's good to grow with each other and
uh-huh.
learn new. It's always new experiences and all that type of stuff. But
But yeah, but what Cindy's saying is the man should be able to teach her something, because the man is supposed to be in a leadership position. So I mean it's cool. I mean I understand a teammate, but I mean that man because you gotta
no,
understand, you gotta play to what a woman's desire is. You
that's
see
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact. But like the reason why I say that is because okay, we could look at this like a business because I mean a lot of it is like a business. It's a
Right.
transaction thing or whatever. So
Uh-huh.
say the manager get fired, right?
Okay.
And a new manager come in.
Yeah.
He's still it's a different person, but it's still a manager, ain't it? He might not have it. He might not had the same experiences as the other manager, but he's still
Okay.
a good manager.
Right.
So it don't necessarily have to be like yeah.
But you comparing apples
So
to oranges. You
but
comparing the
see,
managers to
but
a man and a woman relationship or a
it
marriage.
got if but it's a leader though. If it's a good manager, it's a leader.
You know.
If it's a good manager.
Right, right. Yeah. I mean, he's still a leader, but what are you saying in regards to her? She's saying that this man got to be able to take charge.
Yeah, taking charge. Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's a fact.
What's up, Angelica? You say that's right. Mama say that's true. That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that guy he got to take charge, but those situations don't tend to last. Again, when the woman's doing a lot better than the man. I agree with the teamwork, Red. So you right on the teamwork that needs to exist because although a woman can be doing better than a man, teamwork has to exist. But again, you got a lot of individuals out here who aren't mature enough. So here's what you're looking at.
Oh, there you go.
You're looking at maturity,
Yeah.
and then you looking at genuine desire. You see
Yep.
what I'm saying? So on one
Hmm.
end, you got a woman's genuine desire. She want a man. Remember this. Let me say this, y'all. Women inherently want a man who is better than her. I'm gonna say it again. Women inherently want a man who is better than her. Women want a man who's taller than her. Women want a man who is stronger than her. Women want a man who's making more money than her. Women want a man who uh, let's see, is wiser than her. He can fix things. He's a leader. He's a problem solver. Women want that type of guy. You see
But
what
do
I'm
they gotta
saying?
have all of it?
They got to have all of it in
They
most
got they
cases.
got they gotta have all of it.
So you're dancing around the question. But yes. All right. You say you're dancing around the question. So you say, hey, man, you got to answer that question straight up. She say, hey, you got to answer that. Right.
I'm gonna
So,
start answering your questions first, and then I'm gonna go into detail because you do that. Since you do that, I'm gonna be like yes or no, and then I'm gonna be like okay. Because
okay. Hey, go ahead. Fair enough. Fair enough. Cindy come back in. She said because men don't want to lead, they want the mama energy. Who gonna take care of me? Is that true, Rez? Is that true? What you think on that?
that's not all men, and then you can't say that if you ain't been
Is
with all men. It's not.
right, but is
It's
it even is it even most?
that
Is it even half?
is it even half?
Yeah, is it half? It ain't even half a minute. Or would you say it is? What you think? Well, I tell you what, Cindy, give me an example of mama energy because a woman is a nurturer.
Yeah,
So
we
in
need that
some
nurture.
ways, a mama could come off as I'm sorry, a wife could come off like mama like, but in some ways it's wife like. You know what I'm saying? So how do you distinguish wife like versus mama like? You see what I'm saying? My wife, she do it all, but I don't. She ain't like my mama though. It's a difference. It's a
But a
big
lot of
difference.
those qualities was passed down from the mama to the
Yeah,
daughter.
to the daughter. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Uh huh. She
So a
said
lot
they
of
asked. She said they asking what does the woman bring to the table? What you got on that?
what she should bring to the table.
That she just saying a simple fact that men are asking, "Hey, what do you bring?" Asking the woman, "What do you bring to
Okay.
the table?"
So you know why? You know why?
And break that down, cuz.
Okay, so that's a little bit okay. All right. Because simply because you can't just be going off of cash apps and dinner dates. We don't know where that can go after that. You gotta be more than pretty. Like this yep. And you gotta bring more. You gotta bring more. You gotta bring a whole meal. Ain't no snacks, man. You gotta bring a whole
Ah,
meal.
okay.
Yeah. You
I
gotta bring the
mean,
whole meal. You can't just bring the dessert. What's the dessert, more? More, what's the dessert?
so
Chocolate
hold on.
chip. That
Yeah,
chocolate
yeah,
chip. You gotta
yeah.
bring more than a chocolate chip
So,
to the table.
so you agree with me and asking the woman what she gonna bring to the table?
I agree with that. I think they should. I think they should keep doing
Oh, really?
it.
Ah, man.
If
So,
if you want to be protected and provided for, shit, you gotta bring something to the table. Cause I mean, damn, I can go buy a table anywhere, but I need something. You gotta put something on the table.
yeah.
Hey, what can you bring to the table? Cause I already got the table. I'm the protector. I'm the provider. I already got the table. What can you bring
Okay.
to the table? Like, give me a reason to want to protect and provide for you. You can't
Yeah.
just look good. We got a bunch of reels on Facebook for that. You can't just look good. That ain't gonna last forever. No way.
So are you 50-50?
50-50. What do you mean?
You believe in 50-50 with the bills and all that?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Because if you paying like $3,000 a month and he come in and he save you $1,500 a month, what's wrong with that? That's
Yeah.
math. That's
Yeah.
math.
Yeah.
That's math. Like, you talking about? Because there's a lot of people that say, I don't believe in that 50-50 thing. Either you gonna cover it or not. So you would rather pay $3,000 a month versus somebody coming in and saving you $1,500 a month.
I got you. Okay. I got you. I mean, I don't necessarily think men should be specifically asking what does she bring to the table. I think in due time, from spending time with her and getting to know her, and you guys can map out what life would look like if you guys did, I guess that comes to living in the same household and things like that. I think that can be broken down, but just coming out asking a woman. I mean, I know a lot of guys do it. Hey, what do you bring to the table? But I think if you coming like that, I don't think.
Like,
To me, it's not genuine.
I never really asked that particular question. Like, not.
Okay.
It would be weird to just straight out ask him that question.
Right.
But you gotta observe that. You gotta get. That's in conversation, man. I'm gonna learn that before you move in.
Okay. Yeah, that is correct.
Lord, this is an interview. This is an interview.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, this is an interview.
Right. Right.
I got to figure out if I want you at my table or not.
Okay. Let's tackle some of these comments. I'm with you. Angelica come in saying, asking mama input all the time. You don't need to date her, date me. So she's talking about that mama energy when a man is going and asking his mom, for her input. That's right. Hey, look.
Yeah.
If you were a man, right? If you were a man, you need to be you and him.
And you know what's messed up? Your mama might not even want you to have nobody.
That's true. Mamas ruin a lot of relationships and marriages. They can. Sorry, you got son husbands.
Yeah,
they call them son husbands. Go ahead.
Man, don't go to that. Don't go to, man. If anything, go to a married man or something. Don't go to no your mama. She might like it better when you free.
Right.
You can cut the grass whenever you can cut the grass whenever she needs you to.
Right.
You can sit there and say, there ain't nothing wrong with spending time with your mom to help you out.
Yeah. You got to spend time with your mom.
But there's parents, there's moms out there that'll mess your relationship up.
Hey, it might turn you upside down. Sure.
Yeah. They might come at her.
Right.
And that's a whole nother issue. Just off of some stuff that you told her. And then y'all back good again within the next couple of days, and she's still looking at what she did.
Right, you didn't want that. Cindy come in. She say, "Whatever you put into a woman, she's gonna multiply." What you feel about that?
That's a woman. That's not a girl. Like we dealing. That's a woman. That's a quality woman.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I agree with that too, Cindy. That's right. They will multiply. Angelica said being pacified, talking about these men being pacified by mama. Cindy covering her face. She say, "Oh, this is a shame." Oh, she say, "We need more than that, Red."
Need more than what?
What you referring? She say, "I need to be on here talking because this typing is slow." Well, you can jump in now. I can post the link in the comment box if you want to come on in here. Yeah. If you want to come in, I'll drop the link for you. Let me know if you want to come in. You can definitely enter. Anybody can enter.
Yeah.
Come on. We welcome all perspectives.
Who wrote all that?
Oh, that's Cindy. She coming. That's why she say she got it. Hey, she on fire right now.
She over here word processing.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she ready to talk. You know what I'm saying? She say women really don't need to bring anything to the table because if you buy food, she's gonna cook. If you buy a home, she's gonna make it feel like a home. If you get her pregnant, she's gonna give you a baby and a family. So she really doesn't need to bring anything to the table.
Those are things that's brought to the table. Those are quality things that's brought to the table. those are
Yeah,
those are good things that's brought. That's some stuff
yeah,
that's brought to the table. You know,
yeah.
because
So
what most of the time, what a woman is supposed to bring into the relationship, don't even cost nothing. And that's in dating too. Even in dating, don't even cost. It's not the same.
I don't call nothing. Nah,
It
nah.
don't
I mean,
cost
you're right.
nothing. That's what it don't cost nothing. It's time. It's that energy showing that you interested in him too.
Right.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I get what she's saying. It's just so many different dynamics out here.
it is.
People in so many different situations. There's no one way to do it, honestly. I used to think I could put certain situations in a box,
Nope.
but I mean, like this point of view right here, what you're coming with, I get it. You know what I'm saying? My idea as a sufficient man, a woman comes into my life, I want to make sure everything good. Now that woman gonna have to do her part, and that's basically what
Mm-hmm.
she's saying. So I don't fully knock it. I don't knock it. I get it. But she's gonna have to do her part. She's gonna have to be submissive. She's gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
be willing to serve me. She's gonna have to be kind, friendly. She's gonna have to be beautiful, keep herself up. She's gonna have to be fit. All those other things are gonna have to come into place if I provide all that. And again, I say that because in most cases that makes for a great situation. When a woman has to work 40 plus hours a week and come home and do this and do that, I'm gonna be honest, she is not her best. I've experienced it. She's not her best. She struggles to do the other things that you need her to do. So I'm cool with that. But again, if a man providing that lifestyle for you, hey, you need to be on your P's and Q's, right? You
Yeah,
need to dot all
yeah.
your
You got to be
I's
in your. That's
and cross
that's
all
that's
your
the stuff
T's.
that's brought to.
I'm just keep it like that.
But that's the stuff that's brought to the table. All women ain't bringing it to the table. That's the stuff that's brought to the
Right.
table.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, they're not
That's
all
the
bringing it
whole
to the
point.
table.
That's the
Right.
whole
Right.
point.
Right.
Don't forget the income part though. The income part is touchy right now.
The income
The
part is
income
touchy.
part is touchy. It's
Why?
touchy
Because
right
of the
now.
economy.
It's because of the economy.
Okay.
So a lot of instances, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to survive without her working too. Let's be
Right. It's
realistic.
true. It's true. Rent and mortgage going up, bills going up,
Yep.
car
Car
payments,
payment,
car insurance, everything
daycare,
high.
extra
Daycare, if you got
activities for the
kids.
kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
if she choose to use that money for other things and not really it's a lot of instances on that. Like so because if them Amazon accounts is bottomless, yo.
Right. Right. Right.
You
Right.
gotta
Right.
it's it's gotta be a team thing. That's my favorite
Right.
word. Yeah, that
Right.
those are good qualities that's being brought to the table.
Right. All right. Back to him protecting and providing, she says. That's
Mm-hmm.
right. You say a man just needs to be doing the man's part and a woman should be doing the woman's part, right?
That's a fact. hundred
Like a
percent.
strong team. But like I say, and the reason why we having these conversations because we're trying to bridge the gap. Because a lot of people say a man need to do a man part, a woman need to do a one part. But the truth of the matter is a lot of men and women don't know what that means. You
They
see what
don't.
I'm saying? They don't know a lot of these women don't know what a woman's part is.
They
A
don't
lot of
like to hear
these
that either.
men, right? And a lot of men don't know what a man's part is. You see what I'm saying? So we're here to bridge the gap. We got to bridge the gap and talk to the men, talk to the women, get everybody on the same page. That's why it's important for us to have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? So we
Dude,
can get on the same page.
because it's one thing to say this stuff in the conversation, right?
Right.
But if you know it's some sensitivity behind that. People gonna get sensitive. If y'all in the house right now and y'all get into it, let's say y'all get into it, and she say, "That's the type of stuff you're supposed to be doing as a man."
Right, right, right,
Okay,
right, right.
and then
Uh-huh.
you get into it with her, right? As a woman, this is what you're supposed to be doing. It's not the same, is it? It's the people don't like to hear that,
Right.
especially when it's just them talking versus us
Uh-huh.
having a conversation. It's not the same.
Right.
You
So
get
so what speak on this right here. She said if a man or woman, oh, they don't know what it means to be a good man or a good woman, they don't need to be out here dating. Or saying that they dating. What's your thoughts on that, cuz? Is that
that's
true?
that's that's one of the main issues is that most wait. What are we talking about? We talking about the dating crisis in general? Or we talking about the black community? What are we talking about? Because we definitely have a
go for the
crisis.
black. Go for the blacks.
Oh, we have a huge dating crisis
Go after
in
the black.
black community. A lot of these women don't know how to be women, but a lot of these men don't know how to be men either. I ain't picking nobody out. No, I ain't singling out women or singling out men. It's both.
Okay.
It's both.
I'm saying so. The
That's what
question is, do you feel like if someone doesn't know what it means or takes, let's say somebody don't know what it takes to be a good man, or somebody don't know what it takes to be a good woman, do you agree that they don't need to be out here dating?
I disagree because it's too many people out here that don't know how to be a man or a woman
Right.
in a healthy relationship. So
Right.
if we said that, then it'll really be empty out here. Like I think you should just be open. Both should be open enough to grow and
Right.
learn. And if let's be real, it's not enough. It's not enough people to go to that's been married like 20, 30 years, 40 years like it was before. And even when that happened now, dudes going to their homeboys who ain't even in a relationship. Women going to their homegirls, high fiving each other, and they single too.
Wow.
It's what you gonna learn from that person?
Right.
How
That's
to
true.
fix how you? Oh, I showed him, girl. I showed him, and now you over there looking crazy. And then she probably done hooked up with her friend or whatever and be like, yeah, oh yeah, remember that thing on Baby Boy? Oh girl, let me call you back. Let me call you back. And she was just talking to you about what you should be doing. Hey man, that ain't. Hey,
That,
people not. A lot of people don't know.
yeah. Let me say this. Let me say this. So there is a difference between the men knowing how or not knowing how to be a good man or what it takes to be a good man, and a woman not knowing what it takes to be a good woman. Let me say this. If a man doesn't know what it takes to be a good man, then he does need to be coached up and led by someone who does before he steps out there because he's looked at to be the leader.
You got to know
If
where to
a
go.
woman, if a woman doesn't know what it takes to be a good woman, I think that she can still go out here and date and she can go out here and try to bond with somebody. But the thing about it is this, she must also know the concept that the man is the head and the leader. And she needs to allow that man to lead her and teach her how she's supposed to be moving as a woman. She needs to fall under his leadership. She needs to fall under his program. If she doesn't know what it takes, she needs to understand that concept. Okay, this man is going to lead me to the promised lands. Let me follow him. If she doesn't know what it takes, but if a man doesn't know what it takes, he cannot properly lead a woman. So he does not need to be out there. He needs to learn first what it looks like to be a good man, and then he can enter into the market.
But I agree with that to a degree.
Okay.
She could end up she could end up running into one of them guys too. I get what you're saying. A proper man,
Mm-hmm.
she find a proper
Yes.
man.
Uh-huh.
If she find a proper man.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you got to find the
Oh
right man.
shit, because it's a lot of them being led and manipulated by the wrong guy. So that's another
Uh-huh.
angle too.
Right. She talking about playing games in general. think she said, "What's his name?" Like he got a little sense. Something about Rez. Oh, Rez a genius. Rez is a genius. Cindy say the Bible is the perfect guide to find out how to be. That's true. I agree. I agree. And then
Oh,
go ahead.
so we about to go into it now
Not
because he
quite yet.
said something about.
Okay, we can segue. Let's segue. That's perfect. Yeah, we're gonna segue. We're gonna segue. Hold on. Let's address this. Let's address this comment, and then we're gonna bounce back. Cindy says, "Because a man is not following God, he's not gonna lead you right." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. He got to be focused on his purpose
Right.
because what happened is if he not
Red's done dropped out. Hopefully he'll come right back. But with that being said, she says that the Bible is the perfect guide to find out how to be a good man or a good woman. And I agree. I agree with that. And with that being said, we're going to segue into the next topic. The next topic is this: do women in this day and age worship God? Do they follow God? Do they honor God? I'm going to say it again. Do most women in this day and age worship God, follow God, honor God? Right? That is the question. The reason why I ask that is because the Bible speaks on submission. The Bible speaks on honoring your man, serving your man, doing all those things, right? The Bible speaks on all of that. With that being said, are the majority of women in this day and age following that when they come across a man who they decide to bond with? That's the question, right? So Cindy says that the Bible is a perfect guide. If it's a perfect guide and you're a woman saying that it's a perfect guide, do most women in this day and age, do they honor and worship God? Right? So I just popped the question to them, Rez. I
Mhm.
asked them, do women in this day and age, since it's the perfect guide, do women in this day and age, do they honor God, worship God, follow God, right? And as I said, the Bible speaks about being submissive to your man or your husband. The Bible speaks about serving. The Bible speaks about you having that kind, meek spirit. Are women in this day and age following the Bible since it's been mentioned?
A lot of them doing it when it's convenient.
When it's convenient, okay.
Well, it's convenient for them,
Okay.
picking and choosing what to follow when it comes to that.
Right,
When it comes
right,
to the principles of relationships and stuff like that, it's the truth. They it's when convenient.
when it's convenient.
When it's convenient.
Right,
And
right,
people,
right,
it's too many people looking at the submissive word is like almost like slavery, and then that's where the issues come in. So it depends on the person. A lot of them are using it. It's only when it's convenient. Pick and
right,
choose what they want to follow to benefit them.
right. And she's saying only a few follow God.
Yep.
So I mean that's sad. What men supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? I say if that's
Everything.
the case, for most men, the game is over.
It's too, it's too much. It's too much online influence, yo.
The game is over. Hey, if it's only a few, the game is over.
It's
Because a
it's an
lot of men
online game.
honor. Go ahead. What say now?
It's an online game right now.
It's an online game.
It's an online game.
Uh-huh. So you saying this can get deep. It need to be broken into session. What kind of sessions we need to break? Hey, I believe it's flat across the board. I mean, how many sections do we need to break this down into? You know what I'm saying? How many sessions do we need to break this down into? I don't think it's rocket science, honestly. I believe we can tackle this in 10 minutes. And she's saying, break it down into different topics. I mean, it's compliance is a simple thing. Check this out, ladies. Ladies, listen, and fellas, check this out. If you are a man and woman of God, listen, ladies, let me say this to the ladies first, because this part's important. If you are with a man and you don't follow his leadership, or you don't trust that he can be a good leader, or that he's going in the right direction, or he know what he's doing, don't bond with that man. I'm gonna say it again. If you with a man you don't trust, or you're seeking a man, but deep down inside you don't trust him, you don't know which direction he going in, he ain't got no good vision, you like, do not bond with that man. Only bond with men who you trust. Only bond with men whose leadership you trust. That's the only way you should be bonding with a man. So all these stipulations like, oh, we got to break it down. I hear you. But in reality, you don't need to bond with a man if you don't trust him. That's foolish, because he's the leader, especially if you're a woman of God. Don't bond with a man and then go against the word of God. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be submissive. You don't want to serve him. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Well, you're going against God's word, right? Just because you get married and get a ring on your finger and you with this man, you saying, well, I never divorce, but it's also a whole other list of things I ain't going to do either for him. You do know you still going against God, right? Like some of y'all got it twisted.
So
Go ahead, cuz.
that's that like an idea of marriage.
Right.
Like an idea of marriage. And this is how dating is too. So people, it's honeymoon stage when it come to dating too.
Okay.
I only care about somebody that's gonna be able to handle me on a regular basis, not if the damn food was good at the restaurant we went to,
Right.
or
I
if
got you. Yeah, that's
like
facts.
we had a good time going such and such, all that type of stuff. Can you tolerate me, and can I tolerate you running errands, going to the store, talking on the phone,
Right.
going to the park that don't cost nothing, um,
Right.
any of that type of stuff. So like people like the idea, they like the case video and the jagged edge. They like the little reels with the photographers got all the little
Right.
slow motion flowers and the beautiful reception and all that stuff.
Right. Right.
But y'all gotta ride. It's gonna be kind of quiet in the car when y'all ride away from that session and y'all trying to figure y'all life out. And oh yeah, we
Mm.
got this debt too. We got to take care of.
Oh
Oh
man,
yeah,
that
when
too.
we going, we got to pay this debt off before we pick a house out and all that type of stuff.
Oh man.
Like all of that type of stuff. You ain't thought about that stuff. You It's the idea. They like the idea of marriage. So when they get in there, they realize that it wasn't even for them. You know, it's for everybody, but they realize they ain't equipped for it. They can't handle it. They're not built for it right now.
That's a man.
You gotta be able to handle the regular shit. If you can't handle the regular shit, you forget all that fairy tale. That's why when the movie say the end, the movie say
Right.
the end. That's not what that means.
Right.
After the credits go off, when the credits
Right.
go off on the movie, y'all got to figure out what y'all gonna eat tonight, because y'all got to
Oh
go to the
man, he
grocery
cooking
store
over there. Oh
and
man.
look what we gonna do with the kids. Damn, the kids need some new socks and shoes. I forgot. So hey, you can't leave the important shit out, man. The important stuff is the everyday stuff, the regular stuff.
Right.
Y'all gotta
Right.
learn, if you
Right.
can't tolerate them on regular days, you forget that fairy tale. Y'all made some good pictures. Y'all took some good pictures,
Right.
some good Facebook posts. So
Yeah.
I did a thing.
Right. 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 Uh-huh.
man,
Yeah.
man, forget
You
that.
you speaking facts, man. You speaking facts. You know what I'm
People like the
saying?
idea.
And jealous of you talking now. Yeah, you speaking facts, man. I'm all for it. Yeah. So in a nutshell, ladies, if y'all gonna be followers of God and all that good stuff, come on now. Y'all gotta do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of women, more than we think, are atheists and agnostic. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna
God.
keep it 100.
Go.
Majority of the women who I'm talking about, bro, they are atheists and agnostic, and they don't know it. And for those of you who don't know what that means you serve the other God, if you want to call him a God, or you don't believe in anything at all. You don't believe in anything at all, right? So let's just keep it 100. And I'm basing this off of y'all's actions that I'm seeing out here. Some of y'all be with some cool guys, some good guys. But you listen to what the homegirl's saying and what the family's saying and what the rappers rapping about and what everybody else talking about on social media. And y'all are not honoring your men like God said you're supposed to. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just
I
keeping
ain't
it
gonna
100.
say, I ain't gonna say atheist, but like as far as
I'm raw.
a lot of sinning or going against the principles, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's sinning. That's
Right.
sinning. You ain't.
But they
I
don't
mean,
believe.
hey, but that's a lot of us though. Sinning is a
Nah.
whole. Sinning is sinning. That don't mean you don't believe in God. That don't believe you. That don't mean you're gonna believe in God. Now you might be doing some foul shit, but I ain't gonna say you atheist because.
Because think about it, cuz. So as you walk through your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You make mistakes here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if you show somebody something in the Word of God and they completely would you ever turn completely against anything in the Word of God? You see where I'm going with it? It's one thing to slip up, but what I'm telling you is just like I've heard you say before. There's certain words in that Bible that they say no. And what I'm saying is there is nothing in the Bible that you can show me as a man of God, and I will completely say, nope, I never do that. You see where I'm going with it? There's a difference between slipping up and saying, nah, well, I ain't do it this time, I ain't do it that time.
But
But
are
what
they
I'm talking
saying?
about is they throw the whole concept out the window.
But are they saying that they'll never do that? Well, whoa.
Yes,
So I've seen some. I've seen some on shows that say they're against being submissive, like just flat out. So
exactly.
I could see that angle. I don't hear all of them necessarily
I
saying it.
didn't say
A
all.
lot of them
I
just like practice it.
I
They
didn't
just
say
don't do it.
all. I ain't say all. But there are a lot who will tell you that's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, that's a
And
fact. That's a
right.
fact.
So again, there's no concept in the Bible that I will look at straight head on and say that ain't gonna happen. You see where I'm going with it? But I know you want to be nice. I know you're trying to be nice. So you're like, well, I don't want to call them that. I don't want to call them that. I will
No.
call them that.
I ain't gonna say that. It's some foul people out here that just go against the grain
You just gotta call
and just
a
don't do
spade,
it.
man.
Cause I do some crazy shit sometimes too, but I ain't an atheist.
But the key word sometimes, what I'm talking about is they look at that in the Bible and they say, I will never do that. That's a
Yeah,
huge difference. You're comparing apples to oranges. You see what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to say, oh yeah, well sometimes I fall short. Yeah,
like
that's okay.
we said this show was gonna be ain't no echo chamber.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna
Yeah.
agree. We ain't
Hey.
gonna agree on everything, but that's
Yeah.
why it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what just happened. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Let's see. Cindy comes in and she says, but that's the point of US following God. If the she said us. That's the point of us following God. If the man not, I mean, I know why I follow God, but I'm just saying for the other people, what would be the point of women following? She means following God if the men aren't.
Because you supposed to have everybody has their own. So I'm not a Bible thumper.
Yeah.
Do I believe in God? Of course, but I've had situations happen where God has given me some unfortunate messages before they actually happen. For
Right.
instance,
Right.
For instance, my kid's mom. When that happened a week before, I got a message that it was gonna happen before it happened, and it happened almost exactly how it happened. That's that's on you having your own individual relationship with God. So regardless if he or she or whoever else they don't believe in what they should be believing in, that's not your problem. Like
Right, right,
that shouldn't affect your relationship with God. That's your relationship with God.
right, right,
So if you
right, right,
decide not to
right,
follow God, that don't have nothing to do with you. He got to deal with that.
right, right. So you're saying each man for himself, each woman for herself, as far as with their relationship with God.
Everybody,
Everybody. Hmm.
everybody.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, a lot of truth in that. You ready to shift gears?
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. We stick shift today.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's touch on this. Does money change people? Does money change people? That's what I want to know. Does money change people?
No,
No.
no,
Oh, okay. No. I like that answer. I think that's a good answer.
no.
Action. I actually think
I
that's
told
an
you I was gonna
excellent.
answer the question first.
Okay, go ahead.
I told you I was gonna answer the question first because you say I be tiptoeing. I ain't gonna tiptoe this time. I'm gonna throw the answer
Okay.
down. Then I'm gonna come behind it with the truck.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
people are already how they are. People are already how
Okay.
they are before they get the money. It just amplifies what they what their goals and all that type of stuff or what their agenda is. It just amplifies it. They're able to
Okay.
follow through with what they really wanted to do when they didn't have that much money.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, so it's already in them, and then once they get the money, now they can do whatever it was they wanted to
Yeah, like
already do.
I wanted to help more people out when I started making more money. Now that I make more money, I help more people out because I'm capable of doing what I already planned on doing. If I'm a foul person, I'm like, man, I can't wait. I can't wait till I get my bag up because I'm gonna have a squad. And if somebody say something about me, I'm gonna send my goons their way. I'm gonna throw that bag at them.
Right.
And you already had that mentality before you even got the money. Now it's just easier for you to do it.
Right. Right. I agree. I agree with that. I've heard a lot of people say that money changes people. You know what I'm saying? I've heard a lot of people say money changes people. I
It might
think
change
when you
what you
get
see.
money, uh, it
It
changes
might
what
change
you
what you
see.
see. It
Okay.
might change how they see that person, but it ain't changing that person.
Okay. Yeah, I believe money, when you get access to more money, it just makes you more of who you already are.
Right.
Yep, it makes you more of who you already are. It doesn't change people. It makes you more of who you already are. Right. So that's my thoughts on that.
And
All
I ain't
right, we
gonna
tackled that one kind of simple. Go ahead.
well see I'm kinda I was cheap. I was cheap a couple years ago. Now I'm cheap as hell. So it amplified everything, you know.
Yeah.
It's like now I
Hmm.
really don't want to lose it now, you know.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when you know who you are. If you can't identify yourself, yeah, it can change. It can change. The behaviors can change. That's just somebody that don't know who they are. But ultimately, it don't change people.
Right. Manual come in and say only the realest stay the same when they do get money. Just think about that. He said if you real, you'll stay the same when you get money.
I mean, fake people stay the same when they get money too. They just be fake on a higher level.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
They was
That's true
fake.
too.
They was fake before they got the money. Now they fake. They even more fake You really can see it now. Now that they got the
Right.
money.
He say they got a different mentality, but they stay the same.
Yeah, they stay the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he said that's true. What you said, you know what I'm saying? He said that's true. Yeah, like I say, yeah, I don't think money changes people. It makes them more than what they really are. More of what they really are. They're able to spend and buy something that they was already thinking about doing. They just didn't have the money to do it. Now they about to shine. Now, from the outside looking in, it looks like they changed. Right? When
Right.
somebody looking at them, oh man, they changed. They doing this. They doing that. Oh, they don't hang around the same people no more. Oh, no, they've been done wanting to stop hanging around with them people. They were
Mm-hmm.
just hanging around with them people for survival. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now that they got that money, they don't want nothing to do with these cats. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
they changed their whole crew up because they know that crew right there probably didn't mean no good to them. So now they
Mm-hmm.
got that bread, man. I'm gone. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna see me.
Mm-hmm.
I know this foolery right here. I'm messing around in. It's a bunch of foolery. Now that I got bread and I can escape from this situation, I'm gone. I'm out of this environment. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So again, it makes you more of who you already are.
Yep. That's a
You
fact.
know. Yeah. So that's all that is. Anything on that?
No, that's the truth. I mean, you see it all the time, man. Look at
Right.
look at 50 Cent when he got shot up, and all
Yeah.
them dudes protecting him, hanging around him, getting locked up for him. He blew up.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
hmm
it is what it is.
Right. Right. My mama said more money, more problems. That true? I think it's more money, less problems. If you know
Yeah, I
what you're
think
doing,
yeah,
depending on what you got going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you it depends on the environment.
Yeah.
If you selling dope and you blowing up off of
Yeah.
that, yeah, you asking for it. It's gonna be more
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah. That's right. It's gonna be more
But if
problems,
you're
right?
talking about like being blessed, you know, and advancing and
Right.
not having to kiss up to nobody to get there or do no foul shit, don't have to snake nobody to get to where you at, you know, creating your own world, your own lanes. Nah, I think it's less problems.
Less problems.
I think it's
Okay.
less problems. Now, like,
Yeah.
the way life work though, you do got to be more conscious of the other stuff. Like if you don't have as many money problems no more, then that's when you got to be like, all right, I need to really focus on my family, or I really need to be health conscious, because you get content with that money and you neglect everything else. You asking for it. You don't
Right.
want to be fat limping out that Corvette going into Walmart. You wanna be healthy. You wanna be
Right.
well rounded. All that.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, makes a difference though. Yeah, like I say, money, if you can manage it, you get it. There's gonna be some people you're gonna have to cut out. And if you don't cut those people out, yeah, it's gonna be more problems. But you're gonna have to cut some people out who don't mean you well.
Man,
Or who penny pension.
I don't
Go
even have a
ahead.
circle. I got like an orange slice.
There you
I
go.
like in my mind.
Yeah.
In my mind, I wish I had more friends, but then, nah, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yeah, it's just you gonna have to cut people off. It is what it is.
Right.
Quality over
Mm,
quantity.
right. Quality over quantity. And that's in most things, about all things. Man, you'll come in saying not too many Nipseys in the world. That would help their circle come up.
You said as far as who? You said Nipsey.
Yeah.
As far as what angle of Nipsey though?
Right. That's
So,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, you yeah, Nipsey. I like the stuff that they say he did for the community, but on the flip side, he did some other stuff to the community too.
Oh,
I don't know.
that boy
I
keeping it
don't,
100 right
I
now.
don't know if that's the hey. I don't
That
know if that's
boy.
hey. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. But
Right.
man, you should have said Bob Marley or something.
Right. You got other examples, yeah, but sometimes some of the examples is like you gotta kind of cut what they doing in half.
Yeah, you got to.
Keep this half, cut that half. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could be dangerous when we kind of go down that path right there.
yeah. Nipsey made some good music though.
Right. Yeah. He made some good
And he
music.
did some
Well,
great things. That's not to say he didn't do no great things.
I'm gonna be 100. I really don't know too much about Nipsey. I never heard of him until he died. I
So
ain't even gonna cap.
I knew of him. I
Hmm.
knew of him, but I wasn't no real big fan either. So when they was like, you hate for anybody to pass away, but
Right.
it's not the level of somebody like Tupac or something like that.
Okay. Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Mhm. Right.
You know, you hate for anybody to go, and you respect what they did, but sometimes some people that stuff get amplified because they passed away.
Right.
All of a sudden, everybody's like, Nipsey this, Nipsey that. I'm like,
Right.
okay. Now I'm not knocking them, but shooting from the gut, yo.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fact. I think we on the same page with that one with the whole money thing. Yeah. All right, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up, man. Let's talk about these women and dating them. And is there a time frame on when a guy should you know when a guy should take a woman out on a date? Is there a time frame he should look?
A lot of stuff based off of Messenger now, so let's go ahead and do it like that. Because
Okay.
if the women of this age didn't play the Messenger game, they would probably be able to go out to eat or on a date within a few days.
Okay.
Messenger, I gotta use Messenger because that's just the climate we in now.
Right.
Because you got to go through Messenger before you even get to the text phase or any of that. So I don't think it's no time frame. I think it's
Okay.
whenever she ready to go, I guess, or whenever he ready to go. The restaurant ain't gonna. I'm gonna eat regardless. So if you you don't want to go, I might have to eat 2 plates. I mean,
Oh man.
hey, you don't want to go with me? I'm going regardless. But it's
Hey.
a gesture. You want to go? You want to go? What you like to eat? I'm like, dang, she didn't want to come with me. That's crazy. Can I get
Right.
some extra bread?
Ah.
I don't think it's. I don't think. I don't think it's no time frame on that. I don't think so.
Right. Right. Cindy say not true. Men will good morning, beautiful. You are what you doing? I guess she's saying they gonna text to death. Like kind of keep.
Uh, hey, if they doing it every morning, that's consistency.
Okay.
That's consistency because that's what else can they do?
Mm.
At the beginning, what else can they do?
Right.
They're just showing that they thinking about you every day and they reaching out,
Right. Yeah.
showing you that they interested in you.
Yeah.
Unless
That's a
you want to
fact.
cut up, unless you want them to just be like, wake your big head ass up, wake up,
Right. Yeah.
wake up, or you want to say, um, grand rising, beloved.
What's going on with you?
Right.
What's the deal?
I
Oh,
ain't
what's
much
good?
light out here. I may not be able to be on too long, but
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you. But yeah, she said that's consistent BS, cuz.
Oh shoot! Don't message her no more. Don't even message her no more. What else he gonna do? He can't do. I don't know what else he gonna be able to do. At the beginning.
Yeah. She said, what
Yeah.
happened to what you doing Friday night at 8? She said, why they don't say that?
They ain't gonna work. They don't want to do that because she gonna be like, I don't even like that food. Yep. You got to figure out
uh,
what she like to eat. They say take charge. I want somebody to take charge, but they don't know what they want to eat. But when you
right.
go mention what you start making some suggestions, she like, oh, Oh no, I don't eat that. We gotta plan it out. Ain't know what you're doing Friday, blah blah blah. You know, y'all gotta have that. Hey,
Right. You said map that thing out.
I mean, what
Yeah,
yeah,
I
so like I said, the time frame on the date, it varies. There ain't no time limit. I see y'all type of guys on the internet saying you should wait 2 weeks, you should wait a month, you should do this, you should do that. It ain't no time frame on it.
nah, it ain't no time.
You know, y'all need to roll with the vibe. We got sincere. Let's see. You know, roll with the vibe, see what happens.
Mhm.
You know, roll with the flow. If you got a place in mind, me and lead the charge. But ain't no need to wait a month, wait a week, wait 2 weeks. Ain't no time frame on it. Right. So I think we on the same page when it comes to that. What's up? What is the sincere? I have meant to do this for years in my inbox. You there? They ain't saying nothing, cuz they on there.
Mm.
mean, is that Trey? What's his name that you just added?
Yeah. Who's that? They on there?
Yeah, what's up with
I think
What's
it's
going on? Yeah, CJ, we said is there a time frame on when a man should take a woman out on a date after he meet? Is there a time frame on that?
the time frame. Nah, not at all. I mean, you can do it within a couple days. I mean, it's just a
Right,
date.
Right,
You're trying to get to
right.
know him. You ain't gotta wait. Like, what's the point of waiting 2-3 weeks to go on a date?
right.
so y'all mind if I chime in on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's interesting, bro, because like the day and age that you live in, like, okay, it's weird because one
Hey Trey, your audio. You gonna have to fix your audio, man. I can't really hear you.
hold on.
Let me see. It's low.
You hear me?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Are y'all able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, what I was saying was the day and age that we live in is weird because on one end you got like females, a lot of times they like to lead you on, play a lot of games, stuff like that.
Right.
Try to get do their little cat and mouse thing, which is silly to me. I ain't never really understood that. But then on the other hand, they also don't want you to wait too long, like you said, to take them out or to do this or do that. Because then they just all of a sudden assume that you ain't interested.
Right.
But it's like it's crazy because I had one female in particular who we hung out and all that, but when we originally met, I was dating somebody at the time, and we weren't really trying to talk back then. But later on, after she and I were no longer together, and we decided to go out, and she was like, "Yeah, when you reached out to me, she said if it would have been somebody else and I hadn't already met you, I probably would have, paid it a second thought because you took too long. But
Right.
really, too long wasn't that long because we was talking in between, like we was chatting. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a feel for her before I decide, do I want to go spend some money on this woman? Like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. So, okay, so you saying there ain't really no time frame on it?
to me, nah. I mean, yes and no. You obviously you don't want to be idle, but
Yeah.
in my mind, if you engaging with the person and you outright letting them know that you interested, you ain't pulling them, stringing them along and all that type of stuff. It is what it is with that. Then as long as y'all got to understand, like, because if your life is busy and they life busy, and that's the only reason y'all can't link up right away, that's understandable in my eyes.
Right. Would you do it? Would Won't you do it like the next day?
I mean, yeah, if I'm feeling
Yeah.
the person, why not? Like,
Yeah.
okay, here's the question. So you talking about somebody who you done met online or somebody you met in person?
Right.
Because that makes a difference too.
It's usually online most of the time. In this climate, it's usually on.
Yeah. Online,
Right. Yeah.
I might. It just, if I get some good vibes, but it's hard to really tell who for one, if somebody's an actual person.
Yeah, I was about to say, you gotta, hey,
Right.
if you like pretty women, you gotta make sure it's the real person. You
Exactly.
gotta get that out the way first.
What's crazy, bro, is that now a lot of people don't like talking on the phone. So it's like, how you really gonna know who on the other side?
They want to get to know your cash app, but they don't want to talk on the
If
phone.
they don't like talking on the phone, go ahead and disqualify 'em.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, that ain't a mature adult. If they don't want to talk on the phone, go ahead and get rid of them.
She might sound like Barry White anyway. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Might have a deep voice.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, baby girl. Baritone.
Right. So it sounds like we're pretty much on the same page with all that. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask this question. Does verbal abuse do just as much damage as physical abuse?
That's a
Does
fact.
verbal abuse do just as much damage as physical abuse?
Yes, sir.
Both sides.
Yeah. It is.
I mean, it actually. You know how they say sticks and stones break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Words cut
Yeah.
just like goddamn physical abuse, but it doesn't equate to the same thing. But it hurts just as much to certain people. You can't take it.
Okay.
Fact.
I say
Okay.
some people it does more damage, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, the verbal is more damaging.
Yeah, to some people, because sometimes it causes long-term effects.
Right.
What you think?
So would you rather be said something to the wrong way or hit?
People can say whatever they want to me. Don't touch me physically.
Yeah.
Words don't touch.
Just to chime in, I'm Wake, by the way. Just to chime in on that, I mean, like, you got to think about all the parties involved too. If y'all got kids, it's like that physical back and forth hurt, but it's like even that verbal, it get to them too. They start talking to their siblings the same way, their friends at school the same way. It's all levels to it, really. It ain't really just about if you're emotional. It's like what it affect around you too. It's like it can be good and bad on both sides, but yeah, both abuses, I think it's about the same. It depends on what it is, to be honest. Kids take care of them.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I say what I say, because I'm gonna give you an example, right? So one of my aunts that passed a few years ago, the older I got, we started talking about stuff, and that's one thing that she didn't really realize was like a lot of her, like those small things that she dealt with personally, like, and she didn't know why she got these little tics and why she do this and why she do that and why certain things upset her or whatever.
Right.
It came from childhood trauma, like, and there's a lot of that, like seeing certain things, hearing certain things, like it's that trauma. Like I said, it be long term.
Constant yelling. It's just like it's inevitable. It's like genes almost, man. So yeah, I agree with what he said just then. Like,
right. So you say that trauma stick with them.
yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You can hear that? You that rest? You can hear that? You can hear me?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, you can hear good.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. But that
I agree.
Yeah, at first when I heard the question, I'm thinking like, nah, physical is far worse. You know what I'm saying? But when I heard it broken down in different ways, I say, nah, that verbal can be just bad. But that's overall. Now for me, physical might be worse because I know who I am. So it ain't really too much someone could say to me that's gonna really get me off my rocker. But if you touch me, you know, that reaction is gonna be 100% different.
So the question is, how much
Right.
how much verbal you gonna tolerate though?
Yeah.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
How much verbal you gonna tolerate?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That tolerance level is gonna be higher on the verbal than it would be as if it's physical. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know, the tolerance level is gonna be different. But someone made a great point earlier. They said that if someone can verbally get you to do something, like say if somebody say something to you and then you react to it, they've got full control over you because you couldn't keep your cool. So they in control by using their words. You know, if you flip out because they said something to you, they got control over you because you weren't able to, you know, keep it moving or whatever.
True.
I feel like both ways is 100% correct in a human standpoint. I mean, it's all about perspective when you think about it. It's like, of course, you ain't gonna let no white man talk to you hard and yard. You know what I'm saying? That's verbal though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't nobody gonna take that either.
Right.
That's the physical. You know what I'm saying? So it's like verbal always gonna. If you let it fester, it's always gonna lead to the physical. So it's like hand in hand. Honestly, it's like both simultaneously true at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, like, cause that definitely makes sense. Of course, you ain't gonna let nobody touch you. Hell no. That's a different code. That ain't even abusive. That's just like in a man's nature. You're not just gonna let nobody put your hands on you. So it's like, yeah, I feel that. That's both. I don't know. I feel like they're true at the same time, like verbal and
right.
Especially that's a big girl too, because boy, if you like them thick, and she boy, you know, them thick girls get physical. That's like fighting a man, yo. You don't want that. And I don't really want nobody too skinny. So they putting their hands on you. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. You know what I mean? That's like fighting a man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I say that physical real too. But yeah, I can see where the I can see where it's true. Physical damage is just as verbal damage is just as damaging as the physical.
Especially she a big back, cuz you don't want her hitting on you like that, man.
Right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's segue into the main event. The main event is, do single women want a good husband? I'm going to say it again. Do single women want a good husband?
They like that's going back though. They like the idea
Okay.
of a good husband.
Okay.
The majority, no.
No, the single women don't want a good husband.
Not the majority.
I think that's kind of a trick question because on one hand, bro, like you said, a lot of them don't, but then you got some of them that don't really.
Nah, he can't.
I ain't hear you.
Oh no! Go ahead.
Nah, he talking about the Trey Mike.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I was saying that that almost felt like a trick question because on one hand, you got females who, like you said, they don't really want to leave that lifestyle and they don't want that. But then on the other side of things, you got the ones who really don't know what that means.
Yeah, they don't know what to look for either. They don't know what it looks like.
Exactly.
Shakir comes in saying it is a trick question. How is this a trick question? I don't understand.
Because let me put it this way: if somebody is ignorant in the true sense of the word, like they just don't know what it is, they can't recognize it when they see it.
Right.
Then it's hard for them to really know, like, yeah, they might be picking guys because they, like he said, they want a good husband. If they don't really know what to look
what we
for,
say, he might be in the friend zone.
You dress that up.
yeah,
Pretty much what he's saying. I was gonna say, like, yeah, they want the good husband, but they definition of a good husband is a babysitter. It's like
Yeah,
Is what?
a
they
baby.
definition of a good husband is a babysitter. It's like feed me, pamper me, spend your money on me, take care of me, house me, drive me. It ain't nothing for you in there. You know what
And
I'm
then I
saying?
see what I
But
can do about it.
that's not a babysitter.
That's a babysitter. What you
That's
doing with your kids? You feeding them, clothing them, housing them.
if she not,
But
if
you
she
know,
not
you
reciprocating.
you
If she
never
not
heard the saying that
reciprocating.
women are children.
Listen,
Women are children. You never heard
look,
that.
making my point. Making my point. Think of it like this: Do you ask your kids for their allowance?
Right.
Oh,
But look, but them the most vulnerable people in the society, women and children.
Yeah, and that's what everything told you to believe. It's like we always got to pamper the women and children. They don't say nothing about the man. They like fuck the man if he ain't successful.
but see, that goes back to
What's up, Puff?
them not knowing what them not knowing what how to maintain a healthy marriage.
Right.
That's that fairy tale narrative that has been forced on us over time since we was young.
So
It's
y'all
not showing. It only shows. It shows Cinderella getting a shoe put on, right? The glass slipper, but it doesn't show her rubbing his back.
Disney. True. Disney. Look, they want. If you don't want to say the babysitter, you want to say they grown children. They want the genie. Then they want all that.
Is he a good husband?
Hey, he gonna grant every wish they want, and then they ask that material what they want. So he gonna grant every wish they want. They want the genie or the babysitter. It's that. Even when he said the Disney thing, it's like it correlates. They want the princess lifestyle, you know.
But Cinderella got to rub his back. They're not gonna push that part. Like you can't just, you know what I mean? And that's where it comes in. Like you could not know what it takes to. You don't know how to find a good husband, what a good husband looks like, or even if you do, you don't know what it takes to maintain one.
Yeah.
I
like the metaphors of it. It's like even when you say the Cinderella, it's like who found the slipper? You know what I'm saying? The prince found the slipper, right? The prince. It's up to the woman to polish the slipper and keep the glass clear, right? But she ain't gonna do that. She make you pay to go send it to the glass.
She gonna want you to go get some more.
Yeah, she wants you to get a new glass slipper blown for her. I'm telling you, it's like if you just look at life from a metaphorical standpoint, it all makes sense. Like the woman code. It's like I think we don't understand them. We fully understand them. They want everything and nothing at the same time. It's just like it's up for them to come to that realization. Usually when they get a little bit older, it's like, you know, they're not as sought after. It's like, okay, now I gotta lock in. I gotta actually treat my guy like a king. I gotta cook that fried chicken, the green, the pinto.
Like they're like, damn, why they didn't put this at the end of the Cinderella movie? They didn't say that. They left that out. They only show.
Go ahead.
Let me read this comment
real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, Terrence, what's good? He say only women that want that are the ones who have been through a bad situation. The only women that want that are the ones who've been through a bad situation.
You mean like trial and error, basically?
Yeah, and then they want a good guy after they kind of done failed with the other guys.
Yeah.
That might be something else. And then Shakaya comes in. She say the problem is a lot of men aren't husband material.
That's true too. That goes back to the league.
Like I say,
I'm gonna have to say this on that.
Two things can be true.
This goes to both points. Her point and the one that was made just before that. It's a revolving cycle of this person get hurt, and then another person get hurt.
Okay.
And so it's like, you know, that's why like they talk about how you turned a good guy bad, or you know she was a good girl, now she out here doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
She's heartbroken. Like, and it's just like a constant revolving cycle. So then eventually, you know, that person who might have been, like you said, might have been a great woman or whatever, she kept getting heartbroken. Now she done been through these experiences, and she either goes and starts breaking other people's hearts, or she really now she got the been through those experiences. Now she really truly know what she wants.
It turned into a lot of people playing a blame game too. Everybody blaming one, blaming the other constantly, and then just
So why
like
take
you said,
it on him? Why put it on her? Makes sense.
So y'all saying she do want a good husband, but
Yeah.
she just got to know that he a good husband.
I'm saying she want a good husband, but her definition of a good husband ain't quite there yet. It's like the older they get, the less chaste they are. They get back into their mentality like, okay, I need to be mature. It's like they start wanting, they mature faster than us as kids and stuff. So they get into an age bracket in adulthood where it's like, I want to be immature again. I want to do what the man do. He can sleep around, why can't I? It's like it's a phase all of them go through. And then it's like they back down. It's just like metabolism. It's like it just sped up, and then they go back down. Like
You say, in other words, you saying that she know he doing dirt? Is that what you saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that means that they don't want a good husband. They going after the bad guy.
So look, I work in
right? You feel what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother topic. See, it's
the same topic.
But that goes back to not knowing what to look for.
Nah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
That go back.
Not unless that's what you like. That's what you like, and that's what you want. Because some people do feed off of that, and that's they on that drama. But that's not healthy. But that's what they want.
That's what they want, and it's not it.
You're right.
Because what they
Hold on. So y'all saying that she going after the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Some people, not everybody. Some people.
Not all of them. A lot of
them. But if that's the case, then they don't want a good guy. They don't want a good husband.
No. Okay. No, they that's a good husband for them, depending on what
that's a lie. That is a lie.
Depending on what they're looking for.
That is a lie.
No, it's not. Think about it this way. No.
That ain't a good husband as a cub.
No, that ain't a good husband.
Think about what I'm saying. I'm not saying good in the sense of if we had to write out a definition of what is a good husband. I'm saying like a good husband for their personality type.
No, we're not gonna do that.
No, because that means she's bad too.
No, yeah,
maybe so.
Bad too.
Maybe so, but that's some people have very dysfunctional relationships, and I'm not saying it's healthy by any means, but sometimes that's what they're looking for is somebody that's equally as dysfunctional as them.
But think about it. The word dysfunction is still dysfunction, though.
It is, and that's why I say it ain't healthy. But that's what some people want.
Like,
but so they that's telling me they don't want a good husband then.
But they just might not mentally be all there. Both of them. They just in a relationship situation where they can't be with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they gonna force that love. Some people can do that, but that's like a small percentage. That ain't like.
Are you talking about like trauma bonding?
Kinda.
Struggle love.
Yeah, they struggle love.
Pretty much. The topic, right?
Toxic. Toxic.
But nah. So y'all. So what is it? They want a good husband or not? Do y'all have a?
They do.
They want a good
and they don't. And they don't know.
And they don't know.
So y'all.
They don't want what we know as a husband. They want what they think is a husband. You know what I'm saying?
No, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of the phrase "the nice guy finished last"?
Yeah, all the time.
So is that what you said?
Nah.
Nah, that ain't true.
Nice guy. Sometimes it's like, and when they go in a distance, it's like they first gonna choose success over happiness. By the time they get in that happiness, they 40, 50 years old.
Yep. That's a fact.
They done smashed the hood. They married.
You said they choosing success over happiness?
They choosing success over happiness.
That's their new dopamine, man.
They choosing success over happiness?
They choosing success over happiness.
Success in what way?
Career-wise.
Oh, their personal self. Oh, and the personal.
Yeah. Career-wise, they are chasing success over happiness.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree on that.
And they get older, and they finally want what we know a husband is. But
Yeah.
if they find right now a husband,
But he already married.
Exactly.
He
He
already
already married, then went through the bullshit, and is already
Yep.
like I say, I
and she
work at a
can't get him there.
hotel right now.
Yep.
Mhm.
So you saying that's them cougar cheeks after that? Oh man.
Up here, we're gonna talk about getting cheated on, all that stuff. We're gonna be down about it. We're gonna be dissing the girl. She's gonna be dissing us. White people, they gonna go have their boy toy. He gonna have his chick. They gonna come back to where the money at.
So you saying
They gonna have their fun. They gonna have
so
their
you
fun.
saying she gonna be a drink house date?
Bro, I done had a customer.
She gonna be a drink house date now. Let me take her out on Saturday.
He's like, I'm with my side piece. I'm here to scratch that itch. Me and my wife been going through stuff, and he gonna go back to Mary at the end of the day.
They going to the drink house together. He gonna pick her up in the Coupe de Ville. They going to KNW together every day.
Oh man,
God, dog.
On right? Where they from? They from the ghetto. But if they got money, they don't care about that cheating stuff. They be. He had a marriage 13 years, and she. They don't care. They gonna go.
They like, hey, how the grandkids doing?
They just as much part of the family as everybody else.
Yeah, how you, boy?
That's what
they hey, he getting up there, ain't he? He growing up.
Tommy might even talk to his wife about Angela. They might even have conversations, especially if it's a black. I be trying to tell black dudes, I'm like, hey, the white girls like you, but not how you think they like you. They go back, well, I had my little Mandingo, and yeah, Uzi. Puerto Rico.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The black nigga ain't going to Puerto Rico. He's going to Puerto Rico with Tommy.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? It's real game. Like,
God, dog.
I work at a hotel. I see it all, bro. Like,
You be seeing?
Man.
Oh man.
Orgies going on, stuff like that, man. Like for real. Like all kinds of stuff, man.
Let me read this comment. Shakia come in and say, I look for someone who is self-sufficient, a leader, faithful, and a great communicator, because that's who I am. But a lot of men are not on the same type of time.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. But by men, do you mean grown children, or do you mean men?
She mean the fuck boys. That's what she means.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a lot of grown, like 30-year-old kids out here, man.
Yeah. Well, but see, y'all don't want to get into playing semantics. Y'all know what she's talking about.
No semantics.
It's a lot of men out here. She talking about these men out here doing that.
But the ones that's doing what she asking for, they too boring.
Yeah, that's so they in the friend zone.
Okay.
They in the friend zone. So
Ain't no thrill in the life.
Yeah.
That's their words.
Right.
Yeah.
I can attest to that because I just had to deal with it. So.
You too boring. You play.
Guess what?
Don't go out here and shoot people. Like,
that's why.
Right.
That's why she did to get to know your everyday life, how y'all cope on a regular basis.
So you making my point over there. I said they don't want good husbands. You making my point over there by saying all that.
At the same time, they do, but they don't.
But they don't know what to look for.
They
can't. They don't know how.
Can't. They know. You mean to tell me a woman don't know the difference between a good boy and a bad boy?
Listen. I'm gonna give you an example.
They know the difference.
Every human on this live right now wish they could fly, right?
Say again, they want to fly.
Every nigga on this live want to fly, right? But we know it's impossible, right? We can't flap our arms and fly, right?
Right.
We like to fly, but there is a way we can.
I'm gonna catch you. I gotta roll, brother.
Okay. All right, we'll catch up with you.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to take the airplane. That's the real way to fly. That's the only way to fly. She still think, hey, I can go over here and catch a dude that got wings. He on a red board. She really want him to fly with his body. She don't want the airplane ride. That's the same thing. They want the husband that's gonna really coddle them, babysit them, but then when she want them absent, she don't want them checking up on her. None of that. They want to still do what they do, but have somebody fund the bill. That's not what a husband is. But to them, that's what they think it is. It's a meal ticket at this point. And I ain't talking about all women. I'm just talking about the later
single. Yeah.
Tune into the Cardi B's, the Meg, the Stallions, and stuff like that. It's like in a subconscious way, that's what they're chasing. That might not be what they admit to or accountable of, but that's what they're looking for. Where it's like we know a real husband is supposed to be, you know, he's gonna be working. He ain't gonna be able to be home all the time.
Right.
And with time is a man with no money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
necessarily be successful and be at home 24/7, but that's what they're looking for. But they still want to go out. They still want to go out with the girl. They want to have girls' night. They want you to fun girls' night, and then they want you to be there when they get back. They don't want you to Call of Duty. They want you to be there. You got dinner to cook, the movie. They really want to reverse the roles because it's like they feel like not that black men don't play a part in that, but it's really like just brainwashing from media all the way from the 90s. It's like you got the white media saying pretty much like, oh, black men are exploiting you in music videos and stuff like that. It's like, how? We hiring the models that y'all won't put on the runways. We giving them a chance to make money. And then y'all see what they do now. What is OnlyFans? Monetized prostitution? Who run that? It ain't black men. Who exploiting them for real? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's all been like a twisted code to, you know, make us fight each other. The only way you take out a culture is to have the women turn against the men. You can't take out a culture any other way because they will keep procreating. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the woman is now brainwashed to want the guy that's not gonna be there. Like she want to change him to that dude, but she don't want to marry that dude. He too boring. She want to make the hard, tough dude out here rah-rahing in the street. She want to bring him in the house. That ain't gonna work, man. That's like a grown child. Like
bingo. So you just answered. So she want the bad boy. She don't want a good husband.
But she think the bad boy the husband. That's the only point I'm making. You know
but that's why I put good in front of husband. Does she want a good husband?
Right. You right. Wordplay.
Yeah, a good husband. So yeah, do they want a husband? Yeah. But do they want a good husband?
Nah.
So y'all saying no, women don't want a good husband.
I agree with that. Wordplay. You right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Shakira come in, she say there are men 35 plus that don't have it together or know what they want.
Hey man.
It's sad to say it is.
It's sad to say it is, but it ain't all the same circumstances.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
Some dudes did just mess their lives up and threw everything away. And you should look down on them because you need to shame to an extent. Like shame is necessary.
Right.
To an extent. But it's like it's also guys that, you know, did everything correct and everybody in his life shitted on him. You know what I'm saying? It's like
word. Yeah.
Go out to the studio, wrote for people, made, and then they collapsed on him. You know what I'm saying? And then he got a career, but one of them might have popped off. You never know. It's like it's circumstances for everybody, but that's back to the date thing. That's why you go on that date as quick as possible, get to know everything.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah.
Are we thinking and feeling each other for real?
Right. That's just fact.
I tell you this, do you still want to be interested? You know what I'm saying? It's like I got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to get it out off their chest up front, but they'll do it online quick. They'll go type that status. Oh, I'm fucked up. Such. I just got jumped. But you want to tell your homeboys you just got jumped, got your ass whooped. You more embarrassed for the world. So it's like when people stop living for the world, yeah, they'll want good husbands. But it's like they want husbands, but not necessarily good.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Right,
let him cook.
That's right.
Right, though.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, you dead on it, man. You dead on it, and that's why I said, do they want the good husband? I feel like they go after the bad boy. You know what I'm saying? And then once they start to hit what they call the wall, then they'll try to double back and get these good guys they done passed up. The truth is, a lot of women, their husbands sitting in their friend zone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say it again. A lot of women, their husbands sitting in there, they don't put them in the friend zone, and they looking for this other guy. They'll rather be, instead of being a good guy's main chick, they'd rather be an exceptional guy, a guy who this and that. They'd rather be his side piece.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And wait their turn.
Yeah.
So that's why I produce a question like, well, you would rather wait your turn with this bad boy, but this good guy right here, he gonna be all right there for you. But you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say most of the single women. Now that's why I said the single women. Now the married women that's doing their thing, I can't count them in. They got who they got. They good. They cool. Most of them. But the single women out here who still floating around, a lot of them pass up on the good guys.
Yeah. And it's a cultural thing. It's like just with our culture, man, being smart, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like actually trying to start a business and you ain't got somebody already like circling and following what you got going on. None of your homies want to follow it. None of the females think you can do it. It's stuff like that. It's like it's just a black mentality. That's
right.
basically what our hip hop culture has been. My Adidas fresher than your Adidas. Like
Right.
I'm like, but when we gonna realize it's an art, man. It's
Yeah.
art, and like we take stuff too serious sometimes. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if the worst thing a white man can do to you is call you a nigga, at what point is he a strong person? Like that's
Right.
the best he could do. It was like he mustered out a word, and it's like okay, usually when a tough black man really got a problem with you, what's the first thing he doing? Is he saying nigga or is he swinging? Like he's swinging.
Right.
And a coward, he ain't gonna utter a word to start a war. Like you know what I'm saying? He just gonna sneak. Like
do they go back to the last topic on the verbal abuse versus abusive? So the man calling you a nigga, you know that's verbal. That roll off your back though, huh?
Yeah. See, but like
don't do it roll off your back.
it's still circumstantial because it's like face to face. Of course, I'm gonna just let it slide. I'm like, man, look, you ain't attacked me. You ain't put my life in danger.
Right.
But it's a situation where it's like you in front of your family, you in the middle of Walmart. Pride takes a toll. Then it's like, as men, you do have a certain level of pride you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
When other people is watching and they see this go unchecked, it's like, okay, well, can I say it?
Right.
You know,
Right.
That's different. You know, it's like when they say it's bigger than us.
Yeah.
It's bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? And you have to retaliate, like the Will Smith shit. Even with Jada, or they, you know, separated or whatever, it's like y'all still the face of black marriage at this time. It's like Chris Rock say this. It's like, yeah, do I agree with you slapping Chris Rock? Not necessarily, but do I agree with you slapping Chris Rock? Same time, yeah, because it's like it's a duality thing. It's like two things can always be true at the same time, and that's what we as humans really got to understand. It's like women be like, oh well, males cheat all the time. I'm like, and so do women. Like it's both true. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a false thing. It's both true. It's like, yeah, okay. So what's the duality to things? That's what I feel like women don't look at versus how men look at things. We look at things strategically. Like we gonna look at all the realistic details. We ain't gonna go create a fantasy around it, then get mad within that fantasy, and then bring it to and make an argument that ain't there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Shakia, let's hit this. Shakia come and say she's 36 with a old school mentality. She said your comments are geared towards young-minded women.
Wordplay, young-minded. Wordplay. That I'm talking just like I was talking about the male young-minded side, right? The grown kids. Right. Exactly. But us that's not young-minded, we go onto social media and what are the comments full of? The young-minded, right? Eventually you're gonna read that over and over and over. You know what they say? If you lie to yourself enough, you start to believe the lie. If you see enough of those comments, you start to gain that character. Whether it's like purposely or you know how to utilize it. Some people use it for good. They be like trolling for a good extent. But you start seeing that a lot, that starts to be your environment. It's like if we all living on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, then that's our environment. We're going to be just as young as these people because everybody has an online age compared to, you know, you chasing a life you see online that ain't even realistically going to be what you want when you get it. It's like, now I got more taxes. Yeah, I got them millions, but my tax is higher too. Like,
Right. Yeah.
We will teach our kids like, oh, they only tax the poor. No, they tax the rich people too.
Right.
It's way higher than we think it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we see these mothers turn to the drugs and like, you know, go bankrupt and stuff. They got taxes just like we got taxes. It might not come to us because it goes to the government. You know,
right.
That's another story. We ain't gonna talk
about it. Okay. Jason, what's good, Jason? He come in, he say, sometimes they don't know what they want, or sometimes they don't know what a good man is.
Yep, same point from earlier. But yeah, totally agree.
Right. I disagree. These women know what a good man is. I think they bypass a lot of good men.
I'm not
I
gonna say that.
disagree.
That's an assumption.
Man, I don't think so. I think they know what a good man is. I think a lot of them want that bad boy, or it could be something in the looks department. It could be big muscles. It could be a beard. It could be, they chasing after something. It could be money. It could be it's other things. But I think that these women absolutely know what a good man is. But again, that good man might be boring. That good man might just be about going to work and coming home. He ain't trying to do all this wild stuff. He ain't trying to take all these wild trips. As soon as you say something about a vacation to him, he looking like, babe, I don't think that's gonna fit in our budget for this month, or whatever the case may be. He's a good man, but he's a logical man. You see what I'm saying? They don't want that. They want to live a wild lifestyle. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Yeah, they don't. They want you to say yes to everything. A wild idea. They want you to say, yeah, that good man. He gonna be like, babe, I don't think that's a good idea. Or babe, can I get this bag? Can I get these shoes? Can I do this? Can I do that? He's gonna be logical about everything. But a lot of women, they know what a good man is, but again, to them, a good man is a boring man. Until it's too late, until they get up in age, then they'll settle for that quote unquote good man when people start saying, yeah, you should give him a try. You should do it. He's a nice guy. Deep down inside, she's kind of like, not really my type, but I'll give it a chance. I see it. I've seen it too much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ice come back in. He said they never had a good man, so they go with what they're comfortable with. I agree. See, I can agree with that. They're comfortable with a guy who got this going on, I got that going on, but they ain't comfortable with a guy who, man, I done talked to so many women. Man, it used to be times where I talk to a chick and she'll tell me I'm too good. Like, you too good. You seem like you'll be with somebody else. Or I done had women, look, I done been in the workplace. I done had women tell me, you seem like a guy who gonna end up with a white woman. And I'd be like, where'd that come from? You know what I'm saying? It's just like they say, I just don't know. It's just something about you. It's just everything's right. Cause I'm a guy, like, I ain't never smoked before. I ain't never drank before. Man, a guy, I got my ducks in a row, boom, 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 play sports, lift weights, work out, eat right. They be like, it's just too, I don't know. But again, they know what a good man is. But they don't want that man. That's what I think. Until they get to a certain point in life, then I think they'll go for him. But a lot of women, like I said before, a lot of single women, their husband is sitting in their friend zone, and they're not gonna give him a chance until all these other guys run out.
Yeah,
their husband is sitting in their friend zone. Yep. So those are my thoughts on that. You guys got any final thoughts? That's that was the main topic right there.
Oh no, I agree. I've lived through it. Like I said, everything you just explained. Literally, I get so much backlash because I don't want to do a lot of stuff. I mean, I got kids, and I'm with somebody who is not the mother of the kids. So in my head, I gotta move different. And it's like, I'm gonna give you everything you want, but we can't go on this trip because guess what? If I consider going on this trip with you, what about my kids? I gotta put stuff in perspective. So my mind ain't even. I done been to Jamaica. I done been to Puerto Rico with you, and I only did it because I'm with you. But I didn't want to do it. I did it to please you. I'm cool staying here. I go to work, like you said. I go to work. I go to the film. I make sure my kids straight, and then I come home to my girl, or at least I used to. But that wasn't enough. It was like, it was something else that they wanted. And it's like, I don't know what else to give you. I'm giving you 100%. And I'm like, hey, look, you can go find that dude that's going to give you what you want. But you literally got everything right here. You just don't see how I got to move. I got to take care of stuff. We can do all that stuff later. Like, I've already proved that we can do it. And the money's right here. But let's focus on something else. So when we start doing that, that's a normal.
Right. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%, man. Hey, you couldn't have said it better, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But these women know, man. These women know. I'm not gonna buy that they don't know what a good man is. No, they push that good man to the side and go after what they feel like they really want. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real talking. I was gonna say I ain't gonna knock them. In a sense, I do knock them because a lot of these women, they create statuses all day long. They share these memes all day long. They talk about men all day long on that timeline and to their friends and on TV or whatever. But in reality, they are passing up good men all day, every day to get to a man who looks a certain way, to get to a man who spends his money a certain kind of way, to get to a man who everybody else won't.
Yeah.
Let me put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I don't think most of the single women out here want a good husband. Now, again, if you're a woman out there and you're in a relationship or you're married, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the single women out here floating around. And they got their inboxes full, their DMs are full, everything is full. It's a lot of good guys in there. But if he don't look a certain way or drive a certain car, or live in a certain house or live in a certain city or have a certain portfolio or have a certain, pictures on his taking trips and stuff like that, those women would not give that guy a chance.
Oh.
And that's just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got on that. That's what I got on that. Anything in closing, big dog?
Oh, nah. Hey, look, I agree with everything you said. Like I said. Good, man.
My bad, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, no, you good.
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, yeah, they don't want it. Did you say nothing in closing?
No. Like I said, just explaining. Like I said, I can only speak from experience. So I mean,
Okay.
like you said, they don't know what a good husband really is. Like I said, they want it, but like you said, they go after the bad guys, and I played that role too, so I know how that works on that side of things too.
Right. So
that is most men lack the basics.
yeah. She said, yeah, it's not about feeling like the basics. Well, some men. I mean, I can't defend it. It's true. That's why we're doing these shows and these podcasts. We're trying to get men up to speed, also, not just the women. We're trying to get everybody up to speed, and that's why it's important that we had these conversations. So. Right. I can't argue that. That's a valid point. Shout out to you. Yeah, it's not all about the financial. Some people had a financial and they missing everything else. They take L's. Those guys take L's too. Them the guys who get used up. And then that woman goes somewhere else to get everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But in closing, appreciate y'all for watching. Like this video. Share this video. Share this with your family and friends. We don't want to be successful by ourselves. And if any moment you want to come on the panel, let me know. Drop it in the chat. I'll drop the link so you can come in. If it's any topics that you want to hear us speak on, you can also post that or inbox me those topics and we'll speak on it. Or you can come on the panel and join the conversation. But again, you can follow me on all platforms. Maury Speaks on Facebook, Speaks to Beast on Instagram, Speaks to Beast on YouTube, Maury Speaks on TikTok. CJ, you got anything you want to plug?
Reach me on CJ Richardson 35 Instagram. Everything else, my business, Rich Creators. That's RICHRCRE, the number 8 TIVES.
All right, and if any of y'all was watching earlier, that was my cousin Rez Wolf. You can follow him on Facebook, Rez Wolf. He was on earlier in this episode. Also, if you're someone who's dating and relationships or marriage, and you're looking for some guidance or some coaching, go visit the website 6monthsandmarried.com. That's 6monthsandmarried.com. On that website, I offer a course and I have coaching calls also, right? You can purchase those and we can have one-on-one conversations, get you going on the right track. Again, we're going to get you going in little to no time, right? So go check the website out. And again, follow us. We're going to do these shows throughout the week. We don't have a set schedule yet, but we will be doing these shows throughout the week. Again, thanks for watching.
Next time, big bro.
All right, big dog. All right.